Hello and welcome to DIY Ideas. Today we're doing masks for protecting your nose and mouth. So this time I'll show you how you can make a lovely design like this as well. So this is a duck beak that I decided to do in yellow so that it can look really cute and matching. And you can of course do something like this or whichever way you like it. So this is a highly customizable project, it's a super easy project as well. So if you want to learn how you can make it all by yourself, stay tuned. You will need a bit more this time because we are decorating as well. So first we're going to do cotton or any other fabric that you wish. That you can wash at a bit higher temperature than normal fabric since you do want it disinfected and really clean when you wash it. Then you're gonna need some elastic band or anything of that sort, your fabric scissors, a hand gauge or something to measure with, textile or fabric marker, iron, and pins. So this will be super simple today. You don't have to do anything as far as the pattern itself goes. So we will just do 2 square-shaped pieces. So I'm gonna do 2 layers per mask. In my case, I did 21.5 centimeters on each side, which is in inches about 8.5. So you can of course adjust this. You can add a bit more or do a little bit less. So for example, if you're doing this for a man or someone with a bigger head or face, like your dad or somebody like that, you can do 25 times 21 centimeters or 10 inches. But this is the standard size that I mentioned first. So okay, then you're gonna need some elastic bands. So these are 20 centimeters long or almost 8 inches. You can of course make these longer and cut them if they turn out too long. Okay, so this is it. We can get started already. This is a super simple project like I mentioned. So our first step is going to be to align our pieces nicely, pretty side on pretty side. So when I say that, I mean that the pretty side should be on the inside. Also make sure all edges are nicely aligned and then you can just stitch all around to close all the edges up. Also, you want to make sure that you decide where your bands will go. Since it is a square shape, it doesn't matter which side it is, so you can choose that for yourself. And then when you know or when you decided, you can put the band on the inside on one corner. So I'll show you how. Then you can just stitch over it and again continue to the other corner, and then there you also want to do the other end. So just pull it a bit and align nicely again, and then just secure it so that it doesn't rip when you wear it. So you can do that by doing the stitch a couple of times over it there and back. Of course, same on the other side, and then leave a little opening on a side that doesn't have the bands so that you can turn it inside out. If this seems a little bit complicated, you can also stitch it up after you've done the main section, but in that case you'll have the stitches a little bit more visible. So I fixed the corners by cutting off the extra fabric, and now we can turn this inside out. Also, make sure that you do it slowly and patiently so that you don't rip anything. Okay, and now this is the corner that we fixed a moment ago. So this is how you get a nice clean corner. And if you need help, you can pull the very tip out with a regular pin or a needle. Make sure to take your time with this and then iron over it when you're done. So you should have a neat piece that actually doesn't have the opening visible. So this way we just stitch it up in the end. So now we want to fold in half on the sides that have the bands, and then we can iron over it to mark that. So just the ends, the middle doesn't have to be ironed, it doesn't matter. Now we will do about an inch or about 2 centimeters that we're gonna fold. I'll show you on both sides. So I'll pin this, of course. You can iron over it as well, either way, as long as you keep it in place. Now you want to do the same thing from the bottom, so again an inch or a bit over 2 centimeters from the midline, fold upwards. You can also fold till these two sides are the same width, so the ones that you have after you fold, that's actually the whole deal. So you can also pin this if you don't have a fabric piece that you can iron over easily, or if it's a bit different type of fabric. So I'll show you the back so that you can see what that looks like. There we go. So you can see that it's relatively the same on both sides of the midline, and that's actually all that we wanted. Now you need to stitch all around on all outer edges, so just a regular straight stitch. Make sure that your folded sections are not slipping or being weird, so you do want a straight stitch over them as well. I'll pin this as well to keep it there, and then I'll even secure the section with my stitch. So now we are done with our mask. You close the opening with this outer stitch now, so that's it. You can try it on now, and you don't want this to be this way, but actually the other way around. By that I mean that this folded piece should be on the inside. That way it can expand when you open it up and when you wear it. So when your nose is on the inside, it'll automatically grow and make more room for your mouth and nose on the inside. So of course you can leave it as it is. This is the mask itself, and I think this is one of the simplest masks we have done so far. You can also, like I'm gonna do, so you can decorate this and make it a little bit more unique and interesting. So for this time I want to show you little animal faces. You can also do a cute kitty nose or something like that. So I'll show you what I have planned, but feel free to adjust this according to your own ideas, to your own inspiration and wishes. So here's what I want to do. First, I did it on paper, and then I know exactly how I want it to look in the end. So still not all fabric is transparent, but you still can put it next to you and then just copy off of it. I think that's also a really cool trick and makes it a lot neater in the end. Also, before you use the marker, you can also sketch with a pencil on the fabric itself. So I also wanted to mention the bands really quick. I did them for a regular adult size, but since my face is a bit smaller, I had to tie a little knot so that it fits nicer. It was a bit too loose for me. So yeah, that's really a cool alternative that you can do. I don't think it looks bad because it actually goes behind the ears, so it's not visible. And I think that it's a lot easier, it's a lot less work than if you were to fix the mask by unstitching this and then fixing it again. But if you don't like the knots, you can of course also do that. Okay, so I'll flatten this and try your mask on to see where your nose is gonna go. Actually, the nose is probably gonna be in the upper section of the mask. So in my case, somewhere around here. So I'll draw in that upper section. That's where I want my design. Make sure that your textile marker isn't washable, so you usually have instructions on the package itself how to do that, how to fix it on here. So this one I have to iron over and then it'll stay on here, so even if I wash it at a somewhat higher temperature. You can also just see whenever it fades, you can kind of redo it a little bit and refresh it, so that's completely up to you how you want to fix it in the end. Here is my design, but you can also do different variations like I mentioned. So I already showed you the duck version in a lovely yellow. So you see, you have a lot of room here to be creative. Definitely feel free to research. There are a lot of different patterns and ideas online as well. Or you can make up your own. It doesn't even have to be an animal face, but it can. I think these are really cute for kids and can get them to wear masks without any resistance or with less resistance. So yeah, you could of course do it without any decorations of any kind if that's something you prefer. It's still a really simple mask, a really fast project to do. If it's too loose, you can just tie a knot here like I mentioned. Make sure that the markers are also not toxic, so you don't want to inhale something that's toxic. And also, either way, make sure you don't have anything on the back side or the side that's actually the closest to your face. So you can do this after, like I did in the project. You can also do the design first and then sew the whole thing up, even with extra layers in the middle if you'd like that. So all in all, you see there's a lot of room to adjust and to do variations, so I hope you enjoyed. Feel free to shoot us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel, that way you can always stay updated with our new projects. And yeah, thanks for watching DIY Ideas. I hope I'm gonna see you in our next video. Until then, I wish you a lot of fun, a lot of inspiration, and really great projects. So again, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye!